Hi, I'm Warren, and there is nothing different about me this video compared to the last one, and if you think so, then you are crazy and you need help. I'm fully aware that the last video was sort of underwhelming with the amount of work that actually got done, but this video, I promise, it's gonna be a lot more. I have a lot more planned today, and we're gonna be getting that one done then. So, to make up for the underwhelming, underwhelming, to make up for last video, I am actually going to add Chibi-Robo himself to the game. We're gonna create animations, walking, and just idle, because I'm a bit lazy and really bad at animating. So, we're gonna allow you to recharge, we're gonna add the movement into a state machine, and we are going to create the interior of the chibi house. And that is what I have planned for this video. So let's go and do that. Hi, it's VoiceOver Warren. I'm trying to find a way to add a variety of content in these videos, but it's hard. It's hard to not just go directly to a time lapse, and that's not very fun. So here's me talking over top of a time lapse. I hope that works. Anyway, in this clip, what I'm doing is I am changing the Bracky's character controller, which I'm using originally. I'm turning that into a state machine, and I'm using this video here. And it's by a guy called I Heart Game Dev, and it's a very good video. I think there's 2 videos in this series, I think, maybe 3. There's a few on actual state machines, but this one is directly for a character controller and how to reformat something into a state machine that you've already. It's good. I can't just let him explain it. He explains it really well. There's a link in the description if you want to do that, I guess. But yeah. I've finished the thing now, and I'm just changing the normals on some of the steps and stuff on the chibi house, because they weren't right, and you could see through them, and the gliders were acting weird. So that's what I'm doing now. Just load it into Blender, export it again, import it into Unity, and it's not a big problem to fix. And I did that in about like 10 minutes. It took me too long to do that. Adding in gravity now, because gravity didn't exist before, which is interesting. I do want to add that this is a very quick mock-up of the interior of the chibi house. I didn't even do the cartridge reader inside. I got bored of modeling and I stopped. But as you can tell, I'm not the best with modeling interiors, and I did just want to get this done, so I had something to input so that I could use for the rest of the video instead of looking at blank squares all day. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Oh, this part was absolute hell for me. What I'm trying to do is input the scene in Unity, where it's just the interior of the chibi house. You have a stationary camera, you're walking around all like that. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to follow the stationary camera. I might put the camera following you around. It is a bit strange being thrown like the rules of how the camera works changing halfway through. But anyway, I could not for the life of me figure out how to do interior lighting. I was suffering through this whole thing. It was awful. Eventually I settled on something that just looks okay, but man, I really need to fix this one. Again, all of this is just like a bit of a mock-up. I want to make sure I have something to look at while I'm getting the systems in place, because it's really discouraging just seeing something that's not really resembling anything you want it to end up looking like. So yeah, I'm just getting a few things done here and there to make my time developing this a little bit more bearable. Okay. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this one, other than it's just an embarrassing display of my inability to animate. Yeah. After I do this one, I do an idle animation, which I'm quite proud of, actually. It has a lot of character in it, but this walk animation is just awful. So we're gonna be changing that, probably in the near future, because it's just disgusting to look at. Okay, it's day 2. And yesterday was very, 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 very successful. So I only have one thing on my list for today, and that is recharging. I also decided to add something else to my list too, because I just remembered that I forgot it. Chibi-Robo doesn't have a cord. Chibi-Robo needs his cord. So we'll be adding his cord as well. Recharging cord. Let's do it. I have it. It's 151. I can get recharging done. I can make a cord. I can finish editing the video and get it out all today, hopefully. Maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, I'll stop wasting time and actually get to working on this. What you're watching right now is another very, very depressing attempt at me doing something. At first, I'm trying to steal Sebastian Leg's code, and then I'm trying to go on to different ways. I think I tried 4 or 5 different ways onto making the wire, and it didn't go anywhere. I could not for the life of me figure out how to get it to work. So that's what you're watching now. We didn't get the wire in the video. I gave up after, I think, about an hour. But anyway, you can watch this attempt. and I'll come back when I do something actually good. Okay, so this part was actually, it went very, very smooth. I'm adding in the charging ability, so right now it's very, very basic, since I don't have your vault storage or anything actually put in the game right now. So when you go and recharge, it just recharges you to your max ability, and then you can walk again. Because I don't have any animations or anything to play then, so it is like as basic as can be. But yeah, it worked really well, and I didn't really have anything that went wrong.